Welcome back, guys. I hope you brought some nice new stories for us. But maybe let's start with the basics, because maybe there are some people who don't know you yet because they didn't went to the panel yesterday. So maybe you can give me a 2 or 3 sentences about what did you do in the past week, the past month, and the past years. Go for it, Keith.
The past week, I can't remember what I did yesterday.
But the party was good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, still tired. The past week, yeah, I've been quite busy at home, gardening. We've had the hot weather. Yeah, very exciting. I did some stunt work the week before that. Nearly fell off a ladder. Yeah, I've got a sore back, but I'm doing well. Yeah, thanks for your concern. Thanks for not laughing. Yeah. But I'm Keith De Winter, and I appear in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Yeah. Way.
It's different characters. Yeah.
Good morning. My name's Paul Warren, and I'm a creature actor, and perform lots of aliens and monsters in Star Wars, Marvel, all of those good movies.
What about last week? Last one, no. Hi, I'm Femi Taylor, and I was the one who played Ula in episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And I live in Denmark. I was in the UK, enjoying the wonderful weather, topping up my suntan. And I've just been living life.
Seems like you guys travel a lot, so...
Yeah.
But Paul, what did you do last week?
Oh, I was working last week. Yeah, I've been working on a new Marvel movie. Can't really say what it is, but it's a lot of fun. It's an alien character, and I came straight from there, off the film set. I came straight here to this wonderful convention. So I'm very tired, but I'm happy, and everyone's been great. So I've been enjoying it.
Nice. So maybe you can tell us some stories about what it is being like to be an alien in some movies, Star Wars or Marvel even. How did you even get the role of an alien in a science fiction or comic movie?
Well, Twi'lek, and being the original Twi'lek, which is rather lovely, and now I see many wonderful Twi'leks being cosplayed. How I got Ula, I went up, I had an agent, and I was called up for an audition in the late 80s, no, early 80s actually. I wasn't going to go up for the audition because they hadn't told me what the film was. But they said just go up and meet the late Richard Marquand, and that I did. One of the criteria was I had to go up with a swimwear because they wanted to see the shape of my body. They didn't require me to do any dance or anything, and I was a little bit dubious. But I went along. Something inside me said, go along. Just go along. So I did, and I met the director, and he said, look, I would like you to, this is very weird, and I feel very embarrassed asking you this, but I'd like you to just walk around the room, and I can see if you move. It's a bit odd. I'm a trained dancer. My parents won't like it. And so I did that, and he said, look, we're going to invite a few girls back to do an audition, and we'll get back in touch with you. Anyway, 2 days later, they got back in touch with me, and I did this audition, a really wonderful dance, grueling audition. But the thing is, we didn't know what it was. We still did not know what it was. About 2 hours later, somebody in part of the casting, they said, what was it? And they said, I'll tell you this, I'm going to tell you this, but I think you've got the part. So by the time I got to the stage door, I got a call from my agent, and they said that you've been offered the part as Ula. So what I'm saying is I'm really glad I went up for the audition, because I wasn't going to go because of having to go in my bikini and being asked to just move, and I just thought no. But here I am today, and yeah, I played Ula.
Did you?
Thank you. I know it's a bit long-winded, but it's just quite nice to know,
Quick question: have you been a Star Wars fan back then, or what were your thoughts back then of Star Wars? Because only 2 movies were out, and
Yeah, no, well, to be honest, I wasn't a Star Wars fan, but I knew the phenomena that was the energy that sort of surrounded Star Wars. So when we did get it, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. So I felt very honored.
Maybe Paul, what was your first experience in the movie business? Because you told me yesterday you became a part of the movie business quite late in your life.
Yeah, I started when I was 32. I was a musician before, and I was looking for a new job, and a friend of mine said there's a film, they're looking for body doubles for the movie, and they're looking for short people, my height, my build. And I said, okay, I've never done a movie before. I went to the audition, and it turned out that it was for Daniel Radcliffe for Harry Potter, when he was on the 5th film, Order of the Phoenix. And they needed an adult, he was 17, but they needed an adult body double to put on the broomstick and do other physical stuff. And I just happened to be the right size, the right build, but being a drummer and a musician, I was very physical and able to sort of be in front of the camera, that wasn't nervous, and just happened to click. And from there, other jobs started rolling in.
But in Harry Potter, you just said you were just sitting on a broomstick, or what was your job as a body double?
Yeah, it was. They do a thing called blocking, where they block out the scenes. And on the Harry Potter films, on the later films, they were using computers to program the broomstick, which was on a hydraulic arm. So all these computer techs were on the computers below programming it, and I would get on the stick and they would program the sequence. I would then run through it, they'd strap me in, and the broomstick actually had a saddle. So what you had to do
The bells on a broomstick?
well, you have to take down your trousers, sit on the seat, and then they pull the costume back over the seat so that you can't see that you're sitting on a seat. Just for safety, whereas the earlier films, I think it was a saddle, so it was very uncomfortable. And yeah, so I would block out the moves, and they would use long distance shots over the head and other things. But then Daniel Radcliffe would come in, would show him the program sequence, and then he would get on and ride like it was a fun ride, get off, leave, bye Dan, bye.
Okay, next.
So it was great. I mean, I wasn't a Harry Potter fan at the time, but obviously over time now I've become a fan. It was a good start to my career.
Okay, what happened to you that you ended up in Star Wars Episode 7?
Well, mine was similar to Femi's story in that I had to wear a bikini. Yeah. No, I didn't. I was working on the Barney the Dinosaur touring show in Saudi Arabia, and I was working with the choreographer on that show, Paul Casey, who is the creature coordinator on all the new Star Wars films. So after that tour had ended, I got the call to go to Pinewood for an audition. And so as an actor, you want to be prepared, for the audition, but nothing was, I wasn't told anything. I kind of had a feeling what the film was, but I wasn't told directly what it was, because we kept completely quiet about it. So I turned up, I went into the creature department, and it was obvious it was Star Wars. There was all these creature heads around that were from the Star Wars films, and I thought, right, okay, what do they want me to do? So I had a head cast made of my head, and then I got measured up by wardrobe all the time and thinking, what's the audition? What do they want me to do? Because I'm trying to get prepared for it. And then after I had all that done, they turned around just before I met Neil Scanlon. I got told, welcome to Star Wars. And I'd been recommended for the role because of Paul Casey, because I'd been working with him.
So was it a dream come true to be in Star Wars? Because I think you have been a Star Wars fan before.
Yeah, I watched Star Wars, the original film at the cinema, with the same with the other two, and I just completely in awe of these films. But to actually know that I'm going for an audition or to be in one, that was just, I could never ever imagine that, and so that was a dream come true. Yeah, definitely. I loved it. Great time.
Thanks for that, and thank you very much. And Paul, have you been a Star Wars fan before you got casted
Yeah,
for the role?
big fan. You know, with Harry Potter, I became a fan, but with Star Wars, I've been a fan like ever since I was 3 years old. And I was very lucky. I didn't have an audition. Just because of my previous work I'd done, I was known in the industry for being a creature actor. So when they were putting together aliens and creatures, bringing in people like Keith, I was kind of already known in the industry, so they kind of just phoned up and said, will you come and join the core group of people? So for me, that was even better. Just turn up and you got the job instantly. So yeah.
Did you have some kind of fanboy moment on the set because you're a Star Wars fan?
Oh, I mean, I was in the cantina for episode 7, and Mark Hamill was there watching. He was just hanging out watching. Kenny Baker was there for the day, and Chewbacca was on set, and I'm looking through the creature eyes, and I could just see all of these legends, and I'm thinking, not only can I see all of these legends, but I'm in the movie as well, you know. But looking through the costume, just seeing it all was just kind of a surreal, very exciting experience.
Maybe tell us something about the story of the character you played.
Oh, it's called Varmic. You see him as it enters the cantina. It's a steady cam shot that follows me around the room, introducing you to all of the characters, and ends up landing
on the planet.
Yeah, lands on Maz. It's based on Ralph McQuarrie's artwork from 1975, which was a concept art for Greedo, Chewbacca kind of concept, and J.J. Abrams, the director, wanted to put that character specifically in the film. So if you see my movement and the posture and the actual shot itself and the design is all based on that very famous Ralph McQuarrie image. I mean, that's an honour in itself.
Nice. And Femi, how was it for you to come back to the same scene actually like 13 years later for the special edition? What was this experience? Because Star Wars was way bigger then. The first 3 episodes were finished, the next 3 were on the table, but they did the special edition. So how was that? Maybe tell us a story about that.
Yeah, out of the blue, I think it was 1995. I was away. I was over in New York, and I just wanted to get out of London for a while and not tell anybody. I didn't tell a soul, and I still don't know to this day how I got this phone call from Lucasfilm saying that they were trying to track me down because George Lucas wanted to revamp my scene for the special edition. So I thought it was a hoax, and when I got back to where I was staying with my best friend, she said that there's a message from this casting director from Robin Gerland. Would you call her back, Lucasfilm? And I did, and she said, oh, we've been trying to track you down because we'd like you to come back to do more footage for the special edition. But they first said the thing that you need to know is, have you changed? Because you have to fit into your original costume 14 years prior. So I went, I didn't have any children then. Okay, and they said, take some photos, and I did. And they said, no, you haven't changed. We'll fly you out to San Francisco Industrial Light and Magic to do more of the footage. So they did that, and when I got there, they said, okay, right, Femi, all you need to do is just, you've got the leash and the green screen, and you just have to struggle, and that's it. And I thought, hang on a second, is that all I'm going to have to do, is just struggle from Jabba the Hutt beyond the green screen? And they said, yeah, that's it. And then they just wanted me to do a little bit of dancing. I thought, that doesn't make sense. And then Rick McCallum said, actually, shall we see Ula face the Rancor, build a set, and go into the Rancor pit? And they said, oh, would you like to stay? And I said, yeah, I'll just check my diary and pretend I was really busy. And yeah, but anyway, it took 4 days to build the set. And I think it was really good because it was sort of like finality of seeing my character. So that's what happened. So I was on the set for about a week. And, you know, I just sort of think I was really lucky to do it originally because being on the soundstage for Jabba's Palace, I did have everybody there. I had Carrie and Mark and Billy and Chewbacca and R2-D2 and everyone and all the legends. But it was sort of like it was like a family atmosphere. It wasn't like any egos on set. long waits to shoot your scene. I used to sit on the throne, and Mark Hamill used to come up to me and say, "Oh, you're doing a good job," and Billy D. Williams used to come up to me and say, "Girl, I knew you were black," and he said, "I see that Africanness," and I went, "Oh, really? Okay." But it was just really, they were just lovely. We were all there to do a job, and it was just nice that there were no complaints. But what I'm saying is, when I did it originally, that was lovely, but when I went back, it was different characters, and it was quite different, because back then, we didn't really have CGI, but when I did it in 1995, they had CGI, and it was just a different atmosphere. But what I'm saying, I'm blessed that I was asked back to play Ula, and from that, my character sort of went up quite a bit, and then I did conventions and meet fans like you guys and travel. So, and thank you all as well, allowing us.
I just had a fanboy moment then, just listening to that, because we grew up, watching Femi and all those guys, so we wouldn't be doing what we were doing if it wasn't for what you guys did that made it so popular. So, yeah, so it's a real honour to listen to these stories. It's great.
Two things that are quite nice to hear is, first, they really made up the idea of Ula going into the cave, in the Rancor cave, on these days when you were there. Did I get it right? The cave scene, and when you get eaten by the Rancor, they just built the set on these days, and it was a spontaneous idea, basically.
Wow. It wasn't George's idea. It was Rick McCullum's idea, and he went to George and said, "Well, I think we should, see Femi go down to Rincon Plat." And George went, "That's a good idea."
Yes, maybe.
But I think it was good. I mean, it just finished the whole scene of Ula.
Indeed, and it's just great to see these guys, having fanboy, fangirl moments of their own for each other. So, is there maybe anything else? Did you keep anything from the set? Maybe the set you go. This is sometimes you say, "Oh, I need some kind of memorabilia or something like that."
I've got everything. No, you don't take anything. You're not allowed to take anything. They know every little detail that you've got. If you don't give everything back, then you're out. That's the thing. So you're professional. It's a job. You go in there, do your thing, and then hang everything up.
But what's interesting with the new Star Wars films and the new, especially the TV series, is they are repurposing the masks and all this costume that we wore. You now see my character, for example, has been repurposed in Mandalorian, was it, and also in Boba Fett. So the costume I wore is in the series, but now it's a female character with a female outfit, and they've kind of turned it into a different one because the budgets are a lot cheaper. So they're actually using our stuff in it, which is great to see,
So, but yesterday you had some stuff from the set on you, actually.
I still had glue stuck to my face. I was picking it off while we were doing the interview. It's still, because I think I've still got some. It's very hard to get off. But somewhere you'll probably see bits somewhere.
So now, you cannot tell us what you're working on at the moment.
But stop asking.
But I just want to know, is it the same being on a Marvel set and then, for example, a Star Wars set, or are there huge differences in it? Or it's just daily business for everyone?
The set day-to-day work and the procedure is all the same, but it depends how much of a fan you are of what you're working on, I guess. I mean, I love the Marvel stuff and I love the Harry Potter stuff, but for me, Star Wars was a different feeling because of how much it means to me. It's the best job I've ever done. It's probably the best job I'll ever do. I don't know how I can top the experience.
And what would you say to people who maybe want to be an actor and also want to get started in the movie industry? What would you say to those people? What should they try to do with their lives?
Get a different job. I'm only kidding. It's really hard.
Well,
it's hard.
No, I say, this is my belief, is that whatever you want to do in life, whatever your passion is, follow it. Whether it's film, theatre, being a surgeon, Don't listen to anybody else, just follow your passion. And in the industry, it is tough, it really is tough. I think it's even tougher now than when I started in the late 70s. But you know, if that's what you want to do, would like to do, and find an agent, follow your dream and get training. I mean, it's so different, but I just think follow your dream. If that's what you'd like to do to get into the industry. As an actor, I can't. So definitely. We only have one life, and it's your life, nobody else's. So whatever it is you choose in this lifetime, you go for it.
I think there's nothing more to add, guys, is there?
No, nothing there is.
Because our time is already up again.
Wow. That's
It was so nice to see you back here, and I hope, maybe we meet each other at your booth again. And get their autographs or some photos. And
See us.
Yeah, come and say hello.
Very
Or
nice talking
just
to you
come over,
guys.
just come over for a chat. We've got more stories. We're happy to just talk. You know, you don't have to buy anything.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Really nice people. Give it a huge round of applause for Femi Taylor, Paul Warren, and Keith the Winter. Thank you, guys. Really
Thank
nice
you.
talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you later. So, danke fürs Zuhören. Ich meine, das war doch jetzt wirklich eine coole Message am Ende. Den Träumen folgen, es umsetzen und dann einfach das tun, was einem Spaß macht. Und Fanboy-Momente erleben später auf Conventions. Und Fanboy-Momente wird es ja auch noch geben, denn in einer Stunde geht es hier weiter mit dem Kids Cosplay Contest. Dann sehen wir die ganzen Kleinen, die in Kostümen, die auch schon anfangen, ihren Traum zu leben, ob groß oder klein. Jeder kann ja auf der Convention das machen, was ihm Spaß macht. Bis dahin wünsche ich euch auch noch viel Spaß. Geht mal durchs Dagott, macht ein paar Fotos hier an unseren Fotopoints. Ist ja alles für einen guten Zweck. Oder oben steht auch der Impala. Bisschen Eigenwerbung, Lichtschwerter haben wir auch da. Wenn ihr mal ein Lichtschwert ausprobieren wollt, könnt ihr auch gerne da vorbeikommen. Und nach dem Cosplay-Wettbewerb steht dann auch noch das Panel mit unseren Synchronschauspielern an. Da gibt es dann die geballte Ladung von Benjamin Ströwe, Hans-Georg Panschak und Martin Kessler, also ein Mix aus Star Wars und Star Trek Sprechern, aber auch anderen Filmen. Ich meine, Martin spricht da auch Vin Diesel, Nicolas Cage, und ich denke, da werden die uns noch einiges zu erzählen. Von daher wünsche ich euch jetzt noch viel Spaß auf der Project Area 51. Wir sehen uns in 1 bzw. 1,5 Stunden wieder. Macht's gut, bis später.